Hello and welcome. This is Michele Christensen of OneNote Worthy Life, and this is a very late Plan With Me video for September of 2020. I'm filming in OneNote for Windows 10, and I'm going to walk you through how I evaluate the past month and set up for the new month. As usual for my Plan With Me videos, I've already gone through this process, and then I film it afterwards. And the reason I do that is so that I can take some time to do some good reflection and troubleshooting, and then make good, solid decisions for what I'm going to do the next month. And then I can give you a concise overview when I'm done. And you'll see that the pages I use are pretty basic, so there isn't much to show in terms of OneNote tips or tricks or anything like that. And I just want to address some of the really big news events that are happening right now. I'm in California, and the rates of COVID are still quite high in my area. So things are still mostly closed down. They have been for quite a while now. And there is some very serious wildfire issues all throughout California and the western United States. They're not super close to my house. I haven't been in any evacuation warning situation or anything like that, but we do have some bad air quality. But my household is fine, and, you know, we're okay with that. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first thing I do is to review the goals I set for last month, which in this case is August. I have a page set up just with my goals for the month, and then I add commentary in color. And the color doesn't have any meaning. I just do whatever I feel like doing. It's just so that I can tell the original apart from the commentary. I do most of my evaluation at the end of the month, but I do add things as I go through the month as well. So the page here shows my goals for OneNote Worthy Life, which is my YouTube channel and blog. And the very first goal is following my editorial calendar. And I have been working on this goal for a long time now. I've been steadily making progress on making an editorial schedule and sticking to it. And when I first was writing my notes for this video, I was thinking, oh, I've been working on this for about 6 months or more. And then I actually went back and looked, and it's been a year. The first time this showed up as a goal for me was September of 2019. So it's been a full year of having this as one of my top and very few business goals each month, and I'm finally getting close to reaching it. And the reason I think it's important to talk about this is that sometimes it takes a while to reach goals, and the internet is just filled with people's highlight reels and their success stories and things like that. So you don't always see the hard work and the long time that it takes behind the scenes. And on the surface, this might seem like a really simple goal to make an editorial calendar and stick to it, but I have found that it has a lot of challenges that I didn't expect. So I may cover my journey with that and how I've tried different things and tools that I've tried, and the quest for creating and sticking to an editorial calendar in the future, because it has been quite a journey. So comment below if that's something that would be of interest to you here on this channel. Each month over the last year, I have worked on this specifically, and each month as a problem comes up or as I identify something that got in my way, I figure out a way to solve it, and I keep going. And in July, which was 2 months ago, I put a hard goal in place for the first time, which was that I wanted to get all of my content published on time in the right order, and then not make my first video for August late. And if you watched that Plan With Me video for August, you know it was 8 days late. So I actually did manage to improve on that just a bit, because this Plan With Me video was the first one I had scheduled in September, and it's only 7 days late. And this is progress. You know, I like to celebrate and acknowledge progress no matter how small it is, because it's forward motion. And even though this video is quite a bit late, I'm getting more control and gaining skills for staying on top of that editorial calendar. And now I know that next month, 7 days is the time to beat. And I also consider it a win that I'm so close to sticking to my schedule that I can now put a specific measurement in place that really encapsulates like the whole thing. Like, okay, this is the final number that's going to measure how well I did this month. Because for the first 10 months of working on this, I wasn't able to do that. So that in and of itself is a victory. So the next point is to make progress on the Fall Planner Creator Series. And in the last few months, I've been making just calling this my fall event or my fall project. And this is an event I've been working on behind the scenes for several months now, but I'm finally ready to announce it. In fact, the kickoff for this was earlier today on my channel. It's called the OneNote Planner Creator Series 2021, and what I've done is gathered together 7 people who create planners specifically for OneNote, and I'll be featuring them in live streams on my YouTube channel. And it's really exciting, and I can't wait to host my first guest, and then the rest will be happening over the next few weeks. So if you're interested in a planner for 2021 that uses OneNote, make sure you're subscribed to this channel and have the notification bell turned on so you get notified when the live events are scheduled and when they're happening. So then my third goal was my business license, and this is not a big deal, but I like acknowledging that I did get it done on time, and I have every year. So on to my August personal goals. So the first goal I usually set each month is a calorie goal, and this is how much I try to undereat by on average. I am actively working to drop some extra weight, and I've been really happy because I've actually managed to lose some weight during this whole lockdown with COVID and stuff. I did not quite hit my goal in August, so I'm going to keep that goal right where it is, but I did drop a little bit of weight, so I'll take progress. So the next goal has to do with the theme of Be Ready, and this was my theme for 2019 and 2020 and probably beyond. And in the description there's a link to a playlist where I talk about what this is and how I plan on achieving it. But it's just this overall desire to be more ready for whatever life brings my way, whether it's opportunity or problems or whatever. And one of the things I'm working on with respect to being more ready is doing like all of my little daily habits every day, because that really helps me feel on top of my life, and it keeps my house kind of orderly and all my paperwork done and that kind of stuff. So I did pretty good on it, but not as good as I wanted to, because the OneNote Planner Creator Series took up a lot more time than I knew it would. And so this is my first time actually producing an entire event on my own, and it's the first time this event is happening, so I'm inventing it from scratch as I go. And it's I feel okay with that choice to prioritize the event over these daily habits, because I really wanted to do this event for a while. Another challenge I'm having with just keeping my environment more orderly and stuff is that both my husband and I are now working from home full time. We have an old house and it's small, so it was never designed for people to be working from home full time. So there's just a lot more stuff to do around the house. Like there's more trash, more dishes, more cleaning up, that kind of thing. So it's just something that we're working on. We're trying to sort it out. And then the next goal I had was to finish the HVAC project. We upgraded our heat, ventilation, air conditioning system back in March, right before the pandemic hit. And if you've ever done a big home improvement project, you might be familiar with the idea that the big project gets done, but you're often left with, 10 or 12 little things to do. And I just haven't finished those 10 or 12 little things, even though the big project happened in March. It is, I can only do so much. And like I said, the Planner Creator series has taken up a lot of my time, but I would really like to have this off my plate. I feel like 6 months of lingering is long enough. So the next section is a section I call What Else? And this is just a freeform section where I write down things that happened, good, bad, or indifferent, that just changed the way my month unfolded. And in August, the catalytic converter on my car was stolen from my driveway. Apparently they're quite valuable, and I've been trying to get in and to have it etched, so then it makes it less stealable or sellable. And I just haven't been able to get into one of the events where they do that, so it ended up getting stolen, and now we're dealing with, police reports and insurance and all that stuff. So that was unexpected, taking up some time. And then, again, I mentioned the OneNote Planner Creator Series has been a lot of work, but I have really enjoyed it. It's been amazing to connect with people that are really passionate about OneNote and creating just incredible planners and running creative businesses. And I'm also getting to see the ways that different people work. And it's been really fun and really cool, and I'm very excited about it. So the next thing I take a look at is my August annual plan, and this is what I thought I would be doing in August when I set my year up at the beginning of the year, although given the way 2020 has unfolded, it does seem sort of almost humorous or something to have done a plan at all. But this is what I thought I would be doing in August. It was just my business license, which I got done, and we had 2 family birthdays, which we've done virtually. And then the final thing I want to show you is my August calendar. So I like to write down one good thing that happened each day, and I just love having this colorful reminder of things that happened, and it makes me happy. And I really like this because it provides me with tangible, concrete evidence that good things happen to me, and I just find that really cool. So now it is on to September. I start with last month's goals and my annual plan when I'm setting up for a new month. So in September, we just have one family birthday, and then that final line where it says new, a OneNote Planner Creator Series, I added that I think just recently because I wasn't sure at the beginning of the year if the event was going to happen or when it was going to happen. Like it could have been a later time frame or early or whatever, but this is how it happened. So then my September goals for One Noteworthy Life. I'm also following that editorial schedule. And if that first video for October comes out late, I'm going to note how many days it's late and try and improve. And I feel like it's pretty ambitious because I have all these live streams happening, and it's, just a lot of moving parts, and I'm not sure how it's going to impact my other work. So I'm just going to do the best I can. And then my second goal for this month is to just make progress on the Fall Planner Creator Series. And aside from getting the whole thing to happen, I want to make sure that I'm never the holdup, that I'm like none of my 7 creators is ever waiting on me. Like I want to make sure that I'm always out ahead of things. So on to my personal goals. So as I said before, I start with a calorie goal. I'm going to leave that right where it is. It seems to be working well. See if I can do a little better at hitting it this month. And I'm continuing with the Be Ready goal and trying to stay on top of my daily habits. It does work really well when I do it, but I might need to give myself some flexibility depending on how the live stream event unfolds. My goal again is to finish those last few jobs on the HVAC project. And I think with this one, I'm just going to need to block out a few like long blocks of time, like 2 to 4 hour blocks, and just put them on my calendar and treat them like an appointment, because that's the only way I think this is going to get done. And then the final thing is I wanted to finish this program called the Productivity Bootcamp that I've been going through. And this is the first time I put it on my goals because it was just kind of something I was working on in the background. But I decided I wanted to finish it. So productivitybootcamp.com is a self-paced productivity program. And it's put out by a fellow YouTuber. Her name is Jordan Page from Fun, Cheap, or Free. And so she's a mom of 8 kids, and I think they're 10 and under. So she gets a lot done, and she just really seems to be on top of things and able to handle a lot of really big things in her life. So that's really admirable. And when she put this program together, I wanted to, buy it and take part in it. And I have learned a lot, so I've been really happy with it. I purchased it a couple months ago, and I've been working my way through it, and I decided in September I wanted to finish it and restart it in a few weeks. So if you're interested in learning more about that, there's a link in the description. And I have really liked it, and I've learned a lot. So I feel like it was a really good investment. And then the last thing is my September calendar, which I've already filled in some of because we're filming a little ways into the month. Just writing down those good things that happen. And that's it. I am now all set up for September, and I want to take this opportunity, as I usually do, to encourage you to either start or expand on your goal setting and reflection process. I feel like this process has been responsible for so much forward progress in my life, and it's been really helpful to me in reaching my goals and seeing where I have pitfalls and sticking to things, and then having a problem-solving mentality. Like if I didn't hit a goal, I can say to myself, like, well, why? What got in my way, and how can I fix that? And that's been really helpful too, that problem-solving mentality. And if you have questions or comments or something you want to see in more detail, go ahead and leave a comment here and I will do my best to help you out. And if you want to see more videos like this as well as OneNote tutorials, please do subscribe by hitting the subscribe button. And if you like this, hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.